Hello, Coach.
Hello. Get rolling today. What a big op for us today as we get into our preparation, the next shift of it, which begins, and so much of today we focus on third down. And the second part of that operation is going to be the ball. And for our last game to finish +3 finally was a big push for us to make sure that we were able to create some, especially like the way the offense took care of it in the game. Good decisions, good mindfulness for it. I think for sure that's going to be a factor. Both these teams have a real mindset for the ball, and their defense has done a nice job of creating some takeaways and forced fumbles. But a big third down day today as well, so that's an area that we've certainly made some strides in offensively, and one we're going to continue to need to do so against the talent in front. So injury-wise, most guys are going to be able to participate in some form or fashion today, including some of the walkthrough portions of practice. So our goal is to be just as fast as we possibly can come here Saturday night, so that the week's off to a good start for us. So glad to start it off and get ready.
Coach, how serious is Freeman's injury? We didn't find out about that till later today, and putting that with McGee coming up, everybody wants to know how serious that injury is.
Right. He'll participate in some things today, so I just want to make sure as we get him closer to the game that he's just feeling as fast as he possibly could be led. So we're encouraged where we're going, and we'll get a little bit of work today.
That happened in the game?
Yes.
Oh. And just for review, I'm pretty sure the coaches can't interview for other jobs until you're done.
Well,
or is there a window?
Yeah, I believe there is one. I think it's, the process that the league has is a good one. And this time of year, some guys get some opportunities to do that and get a chance to visit, usually the initial parts of it. And, Keith Armstrong will be one next week that will get an opportunity to do that and get going on that process. So we always are pumped for the guys when they get those opportunities to have those kind of meetings. So that won't be till next week.
Sean McVay said you were one of the first people he reached out to when he got the job, and he said you've really influenced the way he's approached things. What do you think he's done to turn around that team so fast, especially on offense? What about him?
Wow, that's a good question. I would say, number one, you could really, in my very first conversation with him, he had a real clear identity of how he wanted to do things. And I think when you're first starting into a program, you want to make sure that comes across in terms of this is how we're going to do things, this is how we want to operate. For a few years now, he's really been well equipped in terms of the way to call offenses, how to attack. You've seen that through his time at Washington, and then it carried over, now at LA. You would think he would be a prime example for a quarterback to learn from, in the examples, good throws, where to go to. So, from watching from afar, I've certainly been impressed.